What's up, guys? We're back for another video on the channel. Sorry there was no podcast last week. There was just so many scheduling issues that it was not going to happen. And you guys can already tell, I'm not at my normal setup right now. Lighting's not the best. I'm having to film this from my room. I had to create a whole bootleg setup. So my face cam might not look as good today. We're going to be back hopefully next week. Podcast is going to happen this week. I'm going to make sure, whether it's from my bootleg setup or from my actual setup. Regardless, guys, we're going to be back on the schedule of things. But last week, there was just so many scheduling issues for Sean, myself, Brian, everybody. But today, we're going to be doing another tier list. Today, we're doing ranking NFL quarterbacks. So, let's go over the list. I got elite, good, above average, average, below average, bad. Then I have rookie and backup. Rookie and backup are just, I'm not going to rank them just because they're a rookie or a backup. Rookies are too hard. And then backups, I don't even know half the backups in the league. So it's hard to just put them on there. So I'm just going to be fair and put them all in their own categories. Let's go get started. By the way, elite is my top 5. If you're 6, you're in good. But if you're top 5, you're in elite. So let's go ahead and start. Matt Ryan. I'm going to, for now, put him in above average. You could put him in average, but I think he's pretty above average. He's always puts up good numbers, but he's a gunslinger, so he throws a lot of interceptions every year, but he's always been fine. He has always had pretty good weapons in Atlanta, but he's getting worse and worse, and they're eventually going to have to move on from him, but I still think he's better than a lot of quarterbacks in the league right now. Right here, we got a backup. Another backup. Then we got Cam Newton. I'm not sure who's the starter for the Patriots, whether it's going to be Cam Newton or Mac Jones, so we're just going to put them both on here. Cam Newton is bad. I do not think Cam Newton is good at all. Ever since his injury, I don't think every year we hear the same thing. Cam Newton's healthy. Cam Newton's going to be deadly when he's healthy. We've heard this for how many years now? 5 years? He's not good anymore, guys. He's got the mentals that you need, but physically, he's not good anymore. He can't throw the ball far. He's not accurate. He's just not good. He fumbles the ball. I'm just not a fan. I think he's a bad quarterback. Would not take him. Andy Dalton. For now, subject to change when I finish the list, I'm going to put him in below average. With the Cowboys, he was not that good. He was better. He was better than some guys in the league. That's probably why I'm putting him in below average instead of bad, because I would take him over some of the guys I'm going to put in the bad. But he had so many weapons in Dallas. He should have done better, but I still think he's better than some guys in bad that we're going to get to. But if I decide to change him, I might change him to bad. And you could put him in bad. It does not bother me. Ryan Tannehill. He's good. Ryan Tannehill is a system quarterback. He's good because Derrick Henry, Arthur Smith. He's good because of all of that. He's a good quarterback. He's talented. He's able to make plays. But without Arthur Smith, without Derrick Henry, he might be in average or below average. Or not below average. He might be an above average or he might be an average. That's why you could put him in above average instead of good. But I'm going to put him in good because he does make plays. His numbers are misleading because, like I said, he's in a good situation. It's going to be interesting to see how he does this year without Arthur Smith. But he's still got Derrick Henry. He's got Julio Jones now. He's got A.J. Brown. He should be able to still put up good numbers. Should still be able to be pretty good. He doesn't turn over the ball that much. He's the best game manager in the league. He might, occasionally, he's going to be able to win you a game if you need it. But I don't think he's going to be able to do that consistently. And I think there are a lot of other quarterbacks who are more talented than him. And you could put him in above average. But I'm going to put him in good. Say what you want. Now, Russell Wilson is the first of my elite. He's top 5. He's weird. He tails off at the end of every year. He starts at the first half and everybody's like, whoa, this guy's going to win MVP. Then he just disappears. Whether that's Pete Carroll, whether that's the offensive coordinators, whether that's the receivers, whether that's just Russ, I'm not sure. But still, without Russ, the Seahawks would win 4 games. So, there he is. He's an elite, top 5. backup. Teddy. Not sure if Teddy Bridgewater is a backup or if he's going to start over Drew Lock. Not sure yet. They're in a competition. It's very possible he could start over him. It's very possible he could be backup. I'm going to put him in below average for now, but I might move him down to bad. Actually, I'm just going to put him in backup. You guys, I would put him in below average or bad, but it's hard. I'm going to pin Drew Lock as the starter for now, based off last year. Drew Lock was worse than Teddy Bridgewater was last year. That's why I might put him in below average, and that's why I might say he's the starter, but I'm not sure. Teddy Bridgewater has no arm left. Ever since he got hurt, he's just been... Same with Cam Newton. He's just not good anymore. He doesn't throw deep. He's not that accurate. He's just not good. Taysom Hill is a backup. If he did play, I'd put him in bad, because as a quarterback, he does not know how to throw the ball. All those jokes you guys say about Lamar Jackson not being able to throw the ball, that's actually Taysom Hill. Lamar can throw the ball. Jacoby Brissett, backup. Mitch Trubisky, backup. Jared Goff, below average. Jared Goff, I would take him over Andy Dalton, but his lows are so low, and his highs are not that high. Sean McVay was in his ears to every single play. He's talented. He went number 1 overall, but he's really disappointed. He had that Super Bowl run year, but besides that, he loses them games. When a quarterback single-handedly loses team games, that's not good. He had weapons. He's going to Detroit. He's going to be worse in Detroit than he was with L.A. because it's a new head coach. He's not going to have Sean McVay in his ear. He's going to have literally no weapons besides Hawkinson and Swift. It's going to be rough for Goff. He's not bad, but he's not... I don't even know if he's average. Maybe he's average, but I'm going to put him in below average. P.J. Walker, backup. Baker Mayfield. I'm going to put Baker... I'm going to put Baker in above average for now. Watch till the end of the video. I might move some guys around. For now, I'm going to put him in above average. He had a good rookie year, and then he had an awful sophomore slump, and then he had a pretty good year in year 3. Year 4 is crucial to see where he is, because like I said, he's been up and down. So we got to see if he's on the up, or if he's going to at least plateau and not decline again. He was pretty good. He led the Browns to the playoffs last year. He has some really good weapons and a really good run game with the Browns. Cleveland. I don't know why I was blanking on what team, but Cleveland. You could put him in good. I might move him to good, but he's at least above average, and you could definitely put him in good, and I might move him there. So subject to change. Nick Mullins is a backup. Mason Rudolph is a backup. Desean Watson is elite. Aside from off-the-field issues going on right now, I don't think Deshaun's going to play this season, but besides that, Desean is a top 5 quarterback in the league. He had literally Brandon Cooks and nobody else last year in Houston. He had no defense. He had literally nothing, and he had one of the best seasons of any quarterback in the league. He had a career year last year. Desean is incredibly talented, and he's a stud. Without all the off-the-field stuff, he's definitely an elite quarterback. Mahomes. Do I even need to say it? Mahomes is my number 1 quarterback in the league, so he's obviously elite. Do we even need to talk about it? No. Josh Rosen sucks, but he's backup. Backup. Joe Burrow, below average. This one might make some people mad. Joe Burrow. Let me pull something up real quick. See you guys in a second. Okay, guys, just look at this. Joe Burrow was accurate on 7 of 40 deep passes last season, 17.5%. Worst deep passer in the NFL. Let's go. Joe Burrow has been accurate on 18.8% of throws that travel further than 15 yards downfield. Joe Burrow missed more than 10-plus yard throws than he hit against the Chargers. 5 accurate passes, 6 inaccurate passes. Joe Burrow is accurate on 52 of 84 intermediate passes, 61.9%, 18th out of 31 quarterbacks. Is there more? Joe Burrow ranked 28th in depth-adjusted accuracy out of 31 qualifying quarterbacks in 2020. Joe Burrow was just not good last year. He had moments where he was good, but overall, he was not that good last year. He's not bad, but he is... People act like he was competing with Justin Herbert for being the best rookie quarterback if he didn't get hurt. Nah. Joe Burrow is struggling. Joe Burrow does not have a good arm. His arm is below average to average at best. And Joe Burrow is incredibly overrated right now, and you guys need to get that in your head. Daniel Jones. Oh my goodness, I hate Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is garbage. Daniel Jones is one of the worst quarterbacks in the league. I can't stand people who think he's anything decent. Like, this is a prove-it year for him. Like, technically, the Giants aren't over on him yet, and he still has a year to prove himself this year, and he's got weapons. He's got Kenny Golladay, Kadarius Toney, Sterling Shepard. He's got these other guys. He's got weapons now. If he does not do good this year, he's gone. He's a fumble machine. He's an interception machine. He trips over himself on runs. He's just terrible. Daniel Jones is garbage, and I will not back down from that take. He's not going to start if he does not play well this year. This is his last year starting, in my opinion. Anyways, another elite quarterback. We got Josh Allen, the fourth of my 5 elite quarterbacks. Josh Allen. Some people think Lamar Jackson's better. Some people think Josh Allen's better. I think they're neck and neck. Josh Allen is my 5th quarterback in the league. You could argue 4, but I have him as my 5th, and I have Lamar as my 6th. So, Lamar, sorry to spoil it, but does not make the elite cut, but Josh Allen does. Jordan Love is currently a backup. Gardner Minshew is a backup. Dwayne Haskins is a backup. Jalen Hurts is bad. Okay, let me say this. Jalen Hurts, he had one good game. Look at all his other games. He was not good. He was better than Carson Wentz was last year, but he still was not good. The last game that the Giants would have made the playoffs if the Eagles beat Washington, he couldn't make a 5-yard pass to a wide open guy. He threw it to him and it didn't travel far enough. He's good on his legs. He's got potential maybe, but right now he's not good. I don't think he's going to be the future for Philly, but we'll see. I think he's bad. I definitely take these 3 over these 3 currently. Tua is bad as well. Tua, you could argue to put him in below average because he was a rookie, and he did go number 5 overall, so he does have some talent, but I just don't think he's that good. He doesn't throw deep. He's as a runner. He's better than Joe Burrow as a runner, but he's not that good as a runner. He's terribly bad accurate-wise. He's just not good at really anything right now. After that injury he suffered in college, it's just been over for him. Alabama really helped him with all the weapons he had. Now he has Jalen Waddle, deep threat, which Jalen Waddle's more than just a deep threat. It's just you're going to Jalen Waddle is going to be better with a different quarterback. So he's not going to be able to capitalize on Jalen Waddle going deep. He's not going to be able to capitalize on Will Fuller going deep. I just don't think he's that good. He has potential to be better, but will he capitalize on it? I don't know. Zack Wilson, below average. Actually, Zack Wilson's a rookie. What am I talking about? Zack Wilson's a rookie. Justin Fields is a rookie. Alex Smith is retired, so I'll just put him in backup. Aaron Rodgers is the last of my elite quarterbacks. So we're going to put him there. Oh, got to do that. So I have it Mahomes, Rodgers, Russ, Watson, and then you have Josh Allen at 5. All right, let's keep going. I don't need to talk about Rodgers, by the way. Rodgers won MVP. Of course he's elite. Trey Lance is a rookie. Joe Flacco is a backup. This is a backup. Kyle Trask is actually good. He's going to be good. He's going to sit. He's got a good coach. I'm not going to argue about this. You guys have seen my videos. I think Kyle Trask is going to be good. But Kyle Trask is a rookie right now. Nick Foles is a backup. Wait. Oh, this is Taysom Hill. This is not... Oh, this is Kyle Allen. I'm an idiot. I called Kyle Allen Taysom Hill. Sorry about that, guys. Then we got Tyrod Taylor. Backup. Drew Lock is awful. Drew Lock is arguably the worst quarterback in the league. He's 32, 31, or 29. You can't have him higher than that. He is awful. He's just awful. Sam Darnold, below average. I'm going to cut Sam Darnold some slack here. I have always been one to say Sam Darnold is not good. Was not good with the Jets. But he has shown moments, and he's been with New York. That's why I'm cutting him some slack. Cam was with the Patriots. Daniel Jones has been with the Giants. None of them have been as bad as the Jets. The Jets have had no good weapons. The Jets have had no defense. The Jets have had literally nothing. He's shown sparks. This is his also prove it year. If he's not good with Carolina this year, he's never starting a game again. Unless someone gets injured. But he's going to be a backup after this year if he's not good. That's why I'm putting him in below average, to cut him a little bit of slack and give him a chance. Because I would rather give Sam Darnold a chance than give... Maybe I'd give Tua a chance like Sam Darnold. I'm going to move Tua into below average because I think he is better than Hurts. So Tua and Sam Darnold, I'd give them shots because I think they do deserve one more chance. Tua's going to get 2 more years worth of chances because nobody's in the make or break year in their second year. I don't care what you guys think. But Sam Darnold, this is his make or break year. And I'd rather give these 2 guys shots than I would give these 4. Tua could go in bad or below average. I don't really care. But Tua, I'm going to move him up to below average. Ryan Fitzpatrick, he's average, guys. I'd take Fitzpatrick over all of these guys below him. Maybe I'd take Burrow just because he's young. Maybe I'd take Tua just because he's young. I would take Fitz because Fitz saved Tua on games last year. And Fitz was the only reason Miami almost made the playoffs. Sadly, they didn't, but it is what it is. But yeah, Fitz, just look at last season. Obviously, Fitz has his collapses in a lot of seasons. Fitz has had his ups and downs. But he was playing his best football last year. He was playing really, really good last year. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and put him in average, as I'd take him over Andy, I'd take him over Jared, I'd take him over Joe. Right now, based off, like I said, Joe Burrow, you could argue with Fitz just because he's young and he went number 1 overall. You'd rather have him, but Fitz is better right now. Joe is still coming off an injury as well, so I'd take Fitz. The only reason you'd take Joe over Fitz would be for future, because one's old, one's young. But if I was to have one start a game for me right now, I would take Fitz. Then we got Jameis Winston. He's below average. You could put Jameis in average, maybe, but he threw 30 interceptions. The guy has got to prove that he's not trash anymore. People are like, oh, well, he's with the Saints. He sat for a year. He got LASIK surgery. You got to prove it to me before I give you any credit. For now, he's below average. He's not bad. I'd take him over multiple guys that are in below average. So I'll put him in average. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt because I would take him over Sam. I'd take him over Tua. I'd take him over Jared. I'd take him over pretty much everybody in below average. So, Jameis, you got to prove it to me. I'm giving you some benefit of the doubt. I hate doing it because you threw 30 interceptions. You literally... Look, people were saying Tom Brady's the reason the Bucs won the Super Bowl, which in a way he is. But think about this. If Jameis didn't throw 30 interceptions last year, the Bucs went 7-9. How many games would the Bucs have won if he didn't throw so many friggin' interceptions and throw so many pick sixes? They would have made the playoffs. They could have made a Super Bowl run. Who knows? Jameis lost them games, and that's kind of why. Because they got weapons. He had weapons. He threw a ton of yards. He was a gunslinger. He just threw too many interceptions. He was inaccurate a lot. But I would take him over the other guys below him, so I'll give him some credit there. Backup. Rookie. Big Ben is below average. I want to put Big Ben in bad, but Big Ben, he did have a decent start to the year last year. He started getting worse and worse and worse, and I don't think he's going to be good this year. But he's better than Drew Lock. He's better than the 4 that are in bad. I want to put him in bad, but I'm not going to. He's in below average. Again, there's tons of guys, a lot of the guys in below average you could argue to go into bad, but I'm not going to. Carson Wentz. This one's interesting. I'm going to put Carson Wentz and average because I would take him over all the quarterbacks below him by a decent bit. But again, people are acting like Carson's already a good or above average quarterback. He's not. I'd take Ryan Fitzpatrick over Carson Wentz. I don't know about Jameis Winston, but Carson Wentz, he was arguably the worst quarterback last year. Him and Drew Lock, you could argue one was worse than the other, but Carson Wentz was arguably the worst quarterback in the league last year. He was not good. He had bad mechanics. He had bad mental state. He was not good at all. He was broken last year. He has to prove to me he's no longer broken with the Colts. He has to prove to me that Reich fixed him before I can give him too much benefit of the doubt. I just would rather have him over these guys because he did have some good years in him a couple years ago. But those were a couple years ago, so it's hard to tell. But I'm going to give him average. You could put him in below average. I wouldn't put him in bad because I would take him over all these guys. But you could put him in average at peak and below average at worst. All right, let's keep going. Jimmy G, below average. Jimmy G is better than the guys in bad. You know what? I'm going to move Tua down to bad. Sorry, Tua. I took you from bad to below average, and now you're back in bad because I'd take all of these guys over you. But, yeah, sorry, Tua. You're in bad still. But Jimmy G, he had good moments. He's always hurt, though. And if you watch, when he's healthy with the 49ers, they do actually decent. They do better than they do without him, so he is somewhat important. They definitely upgraded with Trey Lance, or hopefully upgraded with Trey Lance, but Trey Lance is not going to be playing right now. That's why we got Jimmy G in the listing. But Jimmy G, he's not bad, but he's not even average. I'd take these guys over him. There you go. We got Derek Carr. Derek Carr is above average. I like Derek Carr in above average. You could put Derek Carr in good, but I'm going to leave him in above average. Everybody says he's underrated, so I don't know if he's underrated, but he's not. It's hard to say. Derek Carr is good, but he's not as good as he used to be, and he check downs a lot. He's a check down machine guy. That's why he's so accurate. It's because he's throwing so many check downs. He does not like to throw deep at all. That's why Henry Ruggs made no sense to me. That's why Henry Ruggs did not look that good last year because Derek Carr is not a good quarterback to have as just a deep threat like Henry Ruggs is. So Derek Carr, they were losing to the Jets last year. They should have lost to him, but Derek Carr, above average. Kirk Cousins. This one's going to spice it up. Kirk Cousins is good. I would take Kirk over Baker. I'd take Kirk over Derek. I'd take Kirk over Matt Ryan. I don't know if I'd take him over Tannehill, but because they're kind of in the same situation. Tannehill's is a little bit stronger just because of how much they do give Derek the ball. But Kirk is good. He's not that bad. On Monday Night Football, sure, he's not good. But just look at the numbers. Like, I hate looking at numbers because they are misleading. But to a certain extent, numbers, if they're good enough numbers, like Minshew numbers are misleading. Just watch the film. But when you watch Kirk Cousins' film, he's not that bad. He's good. Like I said, I take him over these guys. He has his moments where where he makes mistakes. But they're not that often. He's pretty solid, guys. I would take him in the good category. Maybe above average. But above average is the worst he can go. I'm going to put him in good just because I'd take him over these other guys. Matt Stafford, good. Matt Stafford, he's another guy that everybody says is underrated. So I don't know if he's really that underrated. But the Lions, man. People say he's never won a playoff game. It's a team sport, man. It's a team sport. Matt Stafford is good. Watch him with the Rams this year. If he's in the MVP conversation, that would not surprise me. He's got weapons with the Rams. He's got a defense with the Rams. They're going to make the playoffs. They can make a Super Bowl run. I'm not being bold here. He's way better than Jared Goff. And he could make some splashes next year. Keep your eye on Matthew Stafford. He's good. Justin Herbert. I'm going to put Justin Herbert in above average because he had 1 year and he could have a sophomore slump. But I would take him over these three. Actually, no, I'm going to put Herbert in good. Screw it. Herbert was so dang good last year. He was definitely better than the three and above average. And he's got so much talent. He should only get better, especially with a new coach and everything. Herbert is a stud. He could be in the MVP conversation this year. He's a stud. I'm taking him in my fantasy leagues because I think he's going to be really good this year. He's going to be even better than last year, I think. Maybe he has a sophomore slump like Baker did, but I think he's better than Baker was as a rookie. Herbert's super good. You could put him in above average because he only had that rookie year and you need to see more out of him, but I would definitely take him in good. All right. Lamar Jackson, I already said he's good. He's my 6th quarterback in the league, so we'll go ahead and put him there at the top of good where he belongs. I'm not individually ranking these guys. I'm just doing it because it's fun. Lamar is great as a runner. As a passer, he's not perfect, but he's still really good as a passer. I don't get where this narrative came from that he can't throw. He can throw. He can throw better than he can throw better than he's nearly an elite passer. I don't care what you say. His system does not help him. He has terrible receivers. That should change this year. But Lamar is good as a passer. He was throwing to Willie Snead, bruh. Come on now. He's a good passer. Don't sleep on him. Backup. Tom Brady is good. Tom Brady, whether you like it or not, he was good last year. He's got weapons. Without the weapons, I don't know, because we saw him in New England where he wasn't that good without weapons. But he played well last year. He had an interesting NFC Championship game, but Tom Brady's good. You have to admit it. I would take Tom Brady over. Tom Brady's probably my 7th quarterback in the league. I'll do this. Yeah, I'd take Matthew Stafford. Then I'll probably take Ryan Tannehill, and then I'll take Herbert. I'll probably take Herbert over Kirk. Let's be honest. So this is probably where I'd take them. Subject to change. It's just kind of quick on the thought, but that's what it is. Then you got Dak. I'm gonna put Dak in above. Oh. That's not what I meant to do. I'm going to put Dak in above average. Dak has the possibility to be in good or elite eventually. It's just I need to see more from Dak. He was putting up insane numbers before he got hurt. He's coming off a bad injury. I need to see it first, but this is just because of what he's coming off of in his situation. But he could be in a good. You could argue. Actually, I would probably take him over Kirk Cousins. So actually, I'm going to put Kirk in above average, and I'm going to put Dak in good. Because I'd take Dak over Kirk, but you could switch them like I did initially just because he's coming off a bad injury. But he was really, really good when he was healthy. So we'll see if that happens. Trevor Lawrence, rookie. Kyler Murray is above average. He got better than he was his rookie year. He's a good runner, but I just need to see him take another step as a passer. He's got the talent to do it. He just makes so many boneheaded decisions, so many boneheaded throws that he's got to show me more to be put in good. Backup. Taylor Heineke. I hope he gets a starting job. He deserves a shot, but he's a backup, and backup. So this is my tier list. We got elite, Mahomes, Rodgers, Russ, Watson, and Allen. Then we got good, Lamar, Brady, Stafford, Tannehill. I don't know why I'm forgetting their names. Herbert, Prescott, above average. You guys know all the names. I'm not going to read all these names. But yeah, this is my tier list. You could switch some guys around. Like I had to make some decisions here and there. But these are what I decided to do. So if you guys have anything you want to say, change, or do, tell me in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry this video was a little bit long, but it was fun. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.